What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Genesis, aka Genesama, here with another episode of the Memory Card. I got my esteemed co-host with me, and we're here to talk about that PS5 reveal. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let them niggas introduce themselves. And Tommy.
Yo, it's your boy Star. What's good?
It's your boy Q. What's good?
Yo, what's up? It's Sauce. What's going on, everybody?
Right.
Tabasco.
Yo. Like I said, that PS5 reveal happened today.
I'm hyped. I'm still hyped. I'm still high. All right,
so let's just jump right into it, man. What was y'all initial reactions?
At first you didn't know what was happening. You just saw the hands, and then it rolls right into Spider-Man. You're like, I guess the way I looked at it was the dude from Sony came out and said, by the way, after everything you see after this moment is played off the PS5.
Right.
So that got me hyped immediately. I'm like, okay, so now we're watching game footage, quote unquote, or at least graphics of the system. And now we're sitting here and it's just hit after hit after hit. And you're like, wow, okay, so you're canvassing all of it. So my initial reaction was, wow. I think that's the one word I could say.
I was so the GTA 5 joint popped on, and I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? That's initially was. But then when you saw the Spider-Man scene and the hands, I was like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But then when you seen that it was Miles, bruh, I jumped out my seat. Like, I'm sure my neighbors heard me. I was hyped. I was hyped 1,000%.
Yeah, like when I watched it and I saw the GTA shit come on, and I was like, and I thought they was just using. At first, I thought they was using 5 to kind of segue in to what 6 was gonna be, and that's what my hope was. And then I found out that they just expanded 5, and I'm not gonna say that I'm disappointed that they're doing that, but I mean they're gonna milk the fuck out of that game for a whole another 3 years at least another 3 years, because I mean I don't even know if they're expanding the story in the regular game or if they just adding more online shit. Cause
it'll probably be a lot of online shit added.
I think it said in the GTA part, it said that it was expanded.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's expanded, but like the way the story of GTA 5 ended, it's kind of like, I mean, first off, it's 3 different endings. By this time, like, yo, if y'all watching this and you haven't played GTA 5 all the way through, fuck are you doing?
It's only going to be the third console that the game is going to be re-released on.
Oh, yes. I mean, do we want to say third? I mean, PC count too. I mean,
it did hit PC too.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's 4 consoles. Like, yo, y'all have had more than enough time. I don't feel like I need to tell y'all niggas, spoiler alert, that about GTA 5. So
yeah, it just depends on which course of action you took is what you got.
I just I didn't say what I would do. Like what I would do is I would play one ending, restart the game, play the other one, and restart the game and play the other one, and then I decided to stick with whichever one I liked.
Hey Jen, I don't know if you want to pause this for a minute. Q dropped out.
But yeah, so like we were saying, we were talking about our initial reactions. So everybody gave this. What was your initial reaction?
For which one?
Like right out
just
the gate.
Initial one.
Out the gate.
Oh, excitement, cautious optimism.
And then
even after watching it, you know, I'm a cynic, man. I'm always gonna be afraid of something. So.
I mean, it's video games we're talking about here. It's healthy to have cynicism and skepticism when it comes to it. Like, how many times have we been burnt as like video game players?
Shit, nigga. Look, you know how I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bruh. You know how much money I sank into Destiny 2?
Too much.
You're not
game is trash.
I hope you didn't pay for nothing more than the game and the season pass.
I paid cause when it first came out, I paid for the game. Like I paid for the deluxe edition that had like the first 3 season passes included and shit. And then they started doing the monthly shit, and then I just stopped. Shit. Look, the last person I played with was
Man,
cute.
you was buying them emos, man. Stop lying.
Look,
We
the only
both know I
game
wasn't.
the only game I was really burnt from in this past little bit, the biggest burn I'll say is Anthem. While I still like the game, it's not as good as it should be.
I really want to give No Man's Sky another chance, but because I heard
they did so much to that game. Yo, it ain't the same game no more, bro. It is not the same game anymore.
But you know what? But I'm getting all the way off topic.
Go ahead.
Like, we getting all the way off topic. That's a whole nother episode that we can do. Games we've been burnt by.
Yo, facts.
Actually, shit, that'd probably be the next episode. Stay tuned, motherfuckers. So, what was your favorite trailer that you saw?
I think the consensus here is pretty
Spider-Man.
accurate.
HZD2 too.
Yeah,
it's Spider-Man and Horizon Far West, right? Like, yo, cause
That's
like, dog, I was at work.
Spider-Man.
We was watching it on the jump. My partner was like, I was driving. My partner was literally holding the phone steady on the ambulance, and we pushing through. And I saw the foliage, and I could recognize it immediately. I was like, dog, that was Horizon Zero Dawn. And sure enough, Aloy started talking, and you see fucking what's his face from The Wire show up, and you just knew it was on. Between that and Spider-Man,
yeah,
like those are definitely.
That wasn't the dude from The Wire. Is that what you just said? The Wire?
Yeah, The Wire. You know that's the nigga from The Wire.
Nah, you think about old boy from John Wick, the dude at the hotel.
Same nigga.
Yeah,
he wasn't in The Wire, was he?
Yes, dog. He was the lieutenant.
Okay. You're right.
All I can remember.
I'm like,
McNulty.
Nigga, I thought he was talking about Omar. I was like, that wasn't no damn Omar.
Not no goddamn Omar.
You stupid, yo.
I was like, nah, you got them confused.
No,
wrong people. It's like, is he pulling a white guy on us?
Same nigga.
Man.
So, I don't know, man. Like, I think that was a consensus game.
Yeah.
That we all sat there for an hour plus waiting for, like, the giant reveal. And I think that giant reveal was Horizon Zero Dawn.
I felt like the giant reveal came out the gate with Spider-Man. Like, that was the
I don't think
punch.
that was. But I don't think giant. I think we all knew that sequel was definitely happening early drop PS5. We just didn't know it was going to be Miles Morales. We thought that it was just going to be a second part.
Because because now, for one, this Spider-Man needs to tie directly into the other one. It has to.
Or it could be.
No, it's got to be a jump.
It's got to be a different universe. It's got to be a different universe.
Why?
Because Miles isn't from the same universe.
Bullshit. He was in the last universe.
Right.
No,
he was there.
He is now. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Them now.
Like, the last game set everything up for him to be.
But the last game you had missions as Miles.
Right. He wasn't the Miles Morales Spider-Man. He was Miles Morales.
Yeah, but he got bit, and at the end of the game,
he got his powers at the end of the game.
He got his powers at the end of the game. He was already studying underneath Peter Parker, learning how to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Correct.
Same universe.
Yeah, at this point in time,
gotta be.
It's the same. It needs to be the same universe. The only thing that I really want to happen is, all right. Spoiler alert. I will make sure to tag that shit in the comments. We know that their version of Venom in this universe is going to be Harry Osborn. Because remember, they had him in that fucking stasis chamber, and Norman was talking to him, and the fucking symbiote slapped the glass at the end of the game.
Correct.
So that version of Venom is gonna be Harry Osborn.
I don't know. I don't know where they would have pulled that from. He wasn't Venom in the comics, was he?
Never. And I don't ever remember Harry Osborn interacting with the symbiote to start with.
No.
Right, what makes more sense to me is that he's probably using the symbiote to keep him alive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're using it to heal him and shit like that, but
that's why he will become Venom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll see.
I don't like that.
I kind of like the idea of a Harry Osborn Venom with a Miles Morales Spider-Man.
I'm so hyped that it's Miles Morales. I only want to play as Miles Morales. Fuck that other guy.
All right, let's be honest. We know good and goddamn well there will be Peter Parker missions.
Yeah, I know. I don't want him.
But what they do need to do is that they need to make they need to make them different. They need to have completely distinct fighting styles. They need to have their own swing mechanics. You know what I'm saying? They need to
they're going to. Well, you seen him. You seen that electricity.
Huh?
You seen that electricity.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like he has powers.
And he can go invisible too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like they should definitely have a difference in gadgets.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the one thing I loved about that PlayStation 4 Spider-Man was all the gadgetry. That
I never used them.
I did.
I think those were the reach. That's Batman shit, man. Spider-Man didn't have gadgets like that.
That's the thing, though. Like this would actually he did though.
And shit, man. Come on, Spider-Man ain't need all that shit.
Like he definitely had like one thing that I did appreciate about this version of Spider-Man was the fact that, for one, they played up his intelligence a lot.
Right. That's what I was about to say. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Well, he was never a stupid character. I mean,
no. But a lot of adaptations in the games, it was just he would brawl, Spidey sense, let me dodge,
and he'd be a comedian.
Yeah. They definitely made sure to focus on how intelligent Spider-Man truly is.
Nigga, I was in the lab on the damn microscope trying to
yes.
have circuitry boards and
you were building circuit boards and shit like that.
Y'all remember that meme, that Thanos meme? There was like 2K niggas trying to play Spider-Man and getting that first laboratory mission.
Yo. All right. But all right. I feel like we could talk about Spider-Man all fucking night, and
right. That's a fact.
We in 2020. Everybody's attention span ain't that long. So,
facts.
All right. So, what game did you see during the trailer during the show that kind of surprised you? Like, all right, I'm copping that. Not a AAA, not like the Ratchet and Clank, because that shit look fire.
Oh, I was gonna say because that's like an auto cop.
I'll say that Project Alita.
Yes.
Was that looked crazy? The other joint with the chick with the spacesuit when she was fighting the monsters, that looked crazy.
That was that third person shooter,
the one
right?
With the little black minions, the little minions.
No, not the one with the minions.
The Zelda looking shit.
Not the. Oh God, let me look at my tweets.
No, it was when the MTV Moon Man stole the kid. That game, right?
Oh yeah. No, not that one.
Oh no, that's a I forgot the fucking name of it.
All right, so here's the thing, man. Like, if you're gonna come with a trailer, right? I don't want to see a cinematic. I want to see gameplay. I want to see what I'm gonna be doing. At least a couple seconds of it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, like there was a couple of trailers that were on there that it was just a trailer.
All cinematic.
Like, I still don't know what the game is about. I don't know genre. I don't know nothing about it. I just saw a spaceship flying. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of trees. Cinematic shit. Like, I want to see gameplay when I watch my trailers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like that one game, like, cause whenever I saw it, it put me in the mind of the Division because the way he was scanning the area, it looked like them echoes.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was going to be Division Echoes.
Yeah.
Like, I agree with that.
So I got Ghostwire was one joint that I thought was interesting. That was the first person. That was the first FPS they showed, or that first person joint they showed. And then the other joint, the chick was talking about every time I go to sleep and I wake up, it's like the world is different.
Yes,
that was that Bastida game, right?
No, that's not Project Athea.
It was
that wasn't Athea.
I ain't gonna lie, Project Athea was looking fire though.
Right.
Yes.
Project
I don't know
Athea,
what the genre is called, but
I know which one you're talking about though. The chick look like Glenn Close.
Yeah.
But that one, fucking Deathloop, has me interested.
That's the game I was talking about.
Yo, Deathloop look like they owe Dishonored some money, man. Because they stole a couple ideas from Dishonored, bro. That looked like, I thought it was a Dishonored sequel. That's what I thought before they said the name. That looked, the stealth skill, the abilities, the blinking.
Yeah, like a lot of it. I could see the Dishonored comparisons on that jump, but Deathloop had me intrigued. That one jump with the little black furry things that that shit it looks like it's a Zelda type of game. You know what I'm saying?
That looked like some Pikmin shit.
I'm down to see what it's gonna look like.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see the finished product.
Yeah,
dude, I'm probably gonna buy every game we saw today.
Yo, you sound like the
eventually.
bull,
I'm gonna have them all.
Probably.
The bull on Twitter that officially iced on Twitter. I don't know if y'all know who he is. Fucking button. But the nigga was like, "That's what you do. Like you cop all the new games on the console. It's just kind of what happens."
Yo,
hey man, look, we one good sale away. One good sale.
Son, I have been cleaning up on them PlayStation 4 fucking. Every time they have them big ass discount days and shit,
that sounds really be good because I got a couple of joints that was decent.
I definitely upped my library to kind of keep myself busy.
I got Persona 5 for $8.
Bruh.
I'm not gonna complain.
I got Shadow of Mordor for like $5. I was like, all right.
I was about to say, you should have got that at a good price. Yeah.
Yeah.
I beat all of y'all. I ponied up and got the PlayStation Now. They had a sale for $40 for the rest of it for the whole year.
Oh,
nice.
Nice.
Yeah. By the way, Q, thanks for the heads up. Tell your friends,
It's still on to the 17th.
It's not like we don't have a group chat or anything.
Oh, okay. I'm about to cop that.
The sale is going on until the 17th, man. I'm playing Doom. I'm playing Control. I'm trying out everything, man.
Yo, I'm about to cop that.
That's why you play Control.
Yeah. That's an easy. That's
for
an easy
the rest
kill.
of the year. That's an easy.
For the rest of the nigga, that's an easy kill.
6 months, $40.
They just added Spider-Man to it, so
$40
for a year. There's like 400 or 500 games in that bitch.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna keep it, but there's one game that I wanted to see, that I was hoping to see, that I didn't see.
What was that?
God of War.
I'm glad they didn't show it.
I
wanted it badly.
That's not gonna be it. Everything they showed today was supposed to be a launch title, right?
Bullshit. There was some shit that didn't come out until 2021.
No, something that saw 2022 or something.
Spider-Man said, most of them said 2020. I know some of them
Spider-Man,
said
Spider-Man and Horizon Zero and Horizon. Oh, it's not Horizon. It's Horizon Far
West. It's holiday 2020.
Yeah, Spider-Man. Well, but you know what I'm saying? Like that. If I'm coming out the gate, I'm launching with Spider-Man out the gate. Especially now, I'm definitely launching with Spider-Man.
That'll move some units, definitely.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely. Look, that fucking Miles Morales.
I think the Resident Evil will move some units too, though. Motherfuckers and they show Chris too. Like,
yo.
Yeah.
Yo,
motherfuckers is on that.
I don't know. Like, I kind of feel like when they do Resident Evil in that first person, like horror title, it kind of takes away from what Resident Evil was when we were all kids. Like, I mean, the scare factor is 100% more than it ever is in third person, because you turn a corner and something's like right in your face. But I don't know, like something about first person Resident Evil, I don't really fuck with the same way that I used to.
Was
I feel
it
like-
first person?
But I feel
Yeah.
like I think the thing about Resident Evil was, like, after 4, it got away from the horror. Like 5 was
Yeah, it became
5,
like a
5 was a
zombie
fucking
game.
buddy cop shooter, dog.
Right.
Yeah, that
Like-
Regardless of how y'all felt about the direction they went in, they were still great games.
Oh no, don't get me
Some
wrong.
people say,
Honestly,
yeah.
I love the fuck out of 5. 6, nah. But 5, that
Six
shit was
was
wild.
bomb.
6,
7
5
was
was
hard
wild
as
and
fuck.
fun to play, especially if you had somebody to play with.
So here's what turned me on about the trailer, right? So you guys remember a couple years ago when that one, I forgot the name of the Resident Evil, but whichever one it was, where it was like he was like with the Manson family, basically. You know what I'm saying? Biohazard. Okay. So like I'm okay with them venturing away from the zombie type enemy to do some Lost Plagueis or some
Yeah.
like in the new trailer. What were they? They were like marionettes or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
man. That's some creepy shit, man. I'm all right. I'm all right with them exploring shit. Who want to just sit around and shoot, shambling zombies all day? I like a little spice.
Yeah.
Tommy said something about not being the same as when we were kids, but that's a good thing because they can play that shit. But
it's only so many adventures we can have with Umbrella Corporation. Like,
But did you see in the 8? Did you see Umbrella in? I don't can't remember. Was it a headstone but there was a
there was like a little
trailer
Easter egg
where it glow, and that's where I was like, oh shit, this is Resident Evil. Like
Yeah.
I had heard rumblings that it was going to be part of maybe not the release day, but like early PS5. And then I saw it, I was like, oh man, it's gonna get real now.
But yeah, that shit was definitely, that was a highlight.
Sorry, you organizing your spices, nigga? What you doing?
I'm looking,
Nigga,
I'm looking for something.
this nigga.
Oh,
Honey, I'm looking for the lemon pepper.
I don't even, lemon pepper for the black people that think lemon pepper chicken is good.
Make your own lemon pepper.
Right. I can't find it.
All right, so outside of Resident Evil,
yeah,
what
what's
else?
next?
What else we got?
All right, let's see here. All right. So yeah, like I said, I was looking for God of War, but like, can we talk about how beautiful the fucking system looks? Like,
I like it. I like the aesthetic.
This is probably the most aesthetically pleasing console I've seen.
For the new ones?
Yes.
Definitely.
I like how the Xbox look like a little JBL speaker.
Yeah. If I want a JBL speaker, I'll buy one.
Dog.
It look good though, man. I like the color scheme. The white, blue, and black. I like it, man. The controller is sleek, it's sexy looking, and the headset. Oh my god!
Oh, that headset is fire.
I don't even know what 3D sound is, but I'm curious about that shit.
Look, apparently we got sound coming out of the controller, the fucking headset.
It's like a stronger surround sound. So when I was in New York last summer, they were demoing the 3D speaker, the 3D headphone sounds, and like that sound room or something like that. And it sounds fucking fantastic. Like, they're gonna be worth every dollar that you spend on them.
Yo, like, I already know that it's gonna be a cool G. It's gonna be a cool G, 1,000.
Yeah,
because I gotta get the one that's gonna have all the fucking bells and whistles. Like that shit that come with 2 controllers, a fucking charging station. the headphones.
All said and done, if you bought everything, a second controller, like 2-3 games at the jump, like you're looking at a cool $1,000. No questions asked. I think the system itself is probably going to be around 500, and I think that it'll have a couple of different options. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really leaning more towards the no disk drive. Yeah, no disc, straight digital.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm at the point now where I think I'm done buying physical games. The last few things that I bought have been online, and then what's so bad about it is I've even went back and bought games that I've had before on disc that I don't have on disc now, and I just got them completely digital. So I'm really hoping that my library comes with me.
It does. Everything is backwards compatible.
Yeah.
So you could play all the way back to shit that you could play on PS1 is what they've said. Now, there's been no proof of it, but
Yeah, they haven't showed anything.
They haven't shown anything like that, but like, yo.
But your library has to come because your library from PS3 switched over to PS4. Did it not?
But I didn't have any digital on PS.
I had like 2 games because it wasn't something that was.
It wasn't big then.
As
like
prevalent,
now,
yeah.
Now, like I got a list. And
right. So how could they do that at this point? Like, I mean, when The Last of Us was about to drop and then it got canceled, I went back, grabbed it into my library, re-downloaded the remastered version, played it again.
Oh shit!
You know, and that comes out
next
Friday. Next Friday, the 19th. Oh, and Star, the game that you were talking about was Returnal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the game that you were...
but it looks fun.
Oh, you know what else had a trash ass? You know what else had a trash ass name, but just looks wild fun to play? Fucking Destruction. Or what
the one that we all thought was Rocket League.
Yeah, look, dog. I thought that shit was Twisted Metal.
That's what I thought it was.
It kind of was.
That's what
it kind of was. It was modern Twisted Metal. And what I liked about that game was the damage on the vehicles and watching pieces all come off.
Yes.
Like I was like, okay, now the question I have is, we heard it, we saw it, it's gorgeous. Gran Turismo 7, will there be damage? That was my biggest problem.
I was hoping I was going to see some wreck.
Right. So are we going back to it's going to be traditional Gran Turismo, no damage to the cars, everybody kind of just racing around, or is it going to go towards that Forza?
I feel like at this point in time you need to accept the realism. You got to accept the realism. Dog, if I bump into you at 100 miles an hour, you're not just going
right.
You're not going to show
that was the biggest. But that was the biggest problem with Gran Turismo, and that's why a lot of people would jump ship to Forza if they had both systems, because Forza had the damage that you could, like, actually your car would be affected for the race.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, like, because I looked at it, because at first I was sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, man, in all honesty, I prefer another Need for Speed Underground over Gran Turismo.
PS2 Classic.
Like, yeah, I wanted that version, like Need for Speed Underground, or
I want Midnight Club.
That's what I said. Like, cause Dub Edition was my shit.
Right. I got that. I got that on my PlayStation 3.
Like, Midnight Club Dub Edition was my go-to, but like I wanted something more like that. But I saw the customization in this Gran Turismo, and I'm like, okay.
Well, they said there was a career mode, so we don't know. We don't know what career mode means yet. All we know is that it's going to
be hard as shit. Though. That's what it's going to be.
That game has always been hard as shit. Though.
I know,
but the difficulty curve was. It wasn't worth it to me. Like,
all right, so I got 2 questions. All right, thoughts. I'm gonna ask one and then get an answer. Then I'll ask the other. So first thing, 2K21.
I mean, it's a 2K game. I
It's a
feel the
two,
same way about. I feel the same way about all sports games.
I've always hated yearly release games.
Yeah, me too.
Like, especially whenever, like, because for a very long period of time, because I used to be heavy live, and I was heavy NCAA, and then 2K came through, they did what they did, boom, they took over. I would go about 4 years before I would pick up another yearly release game. Because
I mean,
it's
I
not
buy
it's
FIFA
not
every
enough
year.
different. It's not enough different from game to game. In all honesty, it takes about 4
2K17
years.
was the last one I played.
Whichever one had LeBron on the cover back when he was with the Miami Heat is the last one I played.
14?
Yep.
14 or 15?
Yeah, probably.
And you know what? I used to be that dude, man. I used to pony up, play it, by the 2K every year.
I'm not doing that no more.
Probably drop about 60, 70, 80 on VC, just so I can get to the 80s, because it's not fucking fun playing a 61 rated character.
No, it's not. And then at that point in time, I don't want another pay to win type of game. That's what mobile games are for.
Right.
Like, when you really think about it, mobile games, or you know what I'm saying, you pay, you get you some in-game currency, you spend that shit, and get you some extra characters or whatnot. But when it comes to like shit like 2K and
Yeah, I like the door.
like, I had more fun playing the most recent live than I did playing 2K in a very long time.
And I met so many people do 2K, man, and like some of them might jump in my party every now and again, like, hey man, what's up, man? You don't play 2K anymore? And I was just like, nah, man, I'm good.
Nah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the graphics look fucking amazing. 2K21 looks amazing.
Yeah, but that was also not in-game footage.
Oh yeah,
that was
Boom,
like
yeah.
a demo.
That boy thinking right there. That's a thinking man.
That's true.
Like, it looks fire. Like, don't get me wrong, it was
Hey,
sick
man, look,
looking.
My problem with 2K has never been aesthetic. My problem with 2K has never been how the graphics look.
It's the repetitive nature of the game.
Those motherfuckers.
They piecemeal you.
Yeah.
They piecemeal you.
And then they started adding these bullshit ass story modes. Like
I feel like this. All sports games. Give me 3 years. Just update my roster.
Yes. Yes. That's exactly what. 3 years, update the roster. Same with WWE.
But you want to. The thing is, you want to charge me anywhere from $70 to $120 every year for the same fucking game. Fuck out of here.
Nah, yeah, like, dog, give me a cool little $10 to $20 roster update.
Right.
That shit like a season pass, like.
As much as
I hate Destiny,
Star said there ain't no money in good health. He need to be sick with it.
like I'm gonna keep it a buck. As much as I hate Destiny, Destiny stretches the fuck out of the lifespan of a game.
Well, because they want to be an MMO though.
Have you played Destiny lately? They ain't stretching shit out of nothing.
I haven't played anything.
Destiny is dying as we speak, man.
I heard the Almighty was supposed to be coming and all of that shit. Like, I have not turned the shit on.
Season 11 just started yesterday. And you know what we got for season 11?
What?
More Gambit. It's a Gambit.
Dog, I'm gonna keep playing Shadow of Mordor, bro.
Now keep in mind, you remember the pyramid ships?
Yeah,
They here. They're here. Like, they're landing on planets. Like, they're here.
All right, I'm gonna dip on y'all. I gotta eat.
All
right, fam.
Peace.
Yo, later.
All right, Star.
So.
Yeah.
All right. Let's.
I'm good on that.
Let's get back on track here.
All right. Actually, let me see here. What else are we doing?
Y'all do got ADD, man. Y'all be talking about some crazy shit, bro.
But yeah, actually, that's pretty much everything we needed to cover for the whole PS5
Oh no,
review.
one more question.
All right.
I said 2K, and the other one was I forgot the other one. Moving along.
Well, what was everybody's sleeper since we didn't get to it?
The destruction, the car one.
Yeah, that one looks fire.
Because that's not a racing game. That's vehicular combat.
Mm-hmm.
That's the metal shit.
Yeah, and I like the dudes. There was like people running outside of their
like
car.
you get out the car.
What the fuck was going on there? Like, can you like jack somebody else's car and steal their shit after yours is fucked up?
Gets destroyed, and you probably got to run to a respawn point or something.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I thought it was good. I will say the one thing I was disappointed with was what was it, Godfall? It was they still haven't showed any more of whether it be gameplay or story or anything on the PS5 like main hardware. Everything that they showed was development hardware. It still looks great, but like I want to see it on the system now, not what they sent out to developers a year or two ago to get working on. I want to see the refinement.
I mean, when does it do? When is it due?
I think that's a launch title.
It's a launch title.
That's a launch title. That's day one.
Right. So why are we not seeing it?
Godfall didn't look all that good. I was kind of
that's I'll wait till it go on sale pickup for me.
Yeah, I'll have to wait for a review for that one.
Yeah,
but
I need a review.
But is that based on what it looked like, or because we don't know anything about it?
The game,
I'm just saying. But now, Sony, if you just
I saw
send us a few copies, we can review it for you. Make sure you get that memory card seal of approval.
I'm gonna go to a more well-lit area of my house.
But yeah, for me, my sleeper hit was definitely Project Athea.
Yeah.
That shit looks gorgeous. And I have no idea what the game is about.
It doesn't matter.
I don't care to know.
Yep.
I'm getting it.
So
Which one was that?
Project Athea.
Which one was it?
Like you had the girl walking through. The narration was like
it's not her time, like it's not like her place, it's new, like she doesn't belong there or something along.
It is fucking dragons and all types of wild shit that's going on around her.
So I watched a video about, I don't know, a couple weeks, maybe a month and a half ago, and they were talking about the PS5's capability to use this 3D sound, and hence the 3D headphones that are going to be available at release. Make sure you guys cop them when we get it. But it literally was like if you were in a cave and you dropped a drop of water into a pool of water, the reverberations and the echoes you could actually hear it in the game. And that's why they like that was the game that they used to show how they were doing it. Absolutely wild video. The way that the sound and like the echo of like a cavernous chamber is going to sound in your ears. Like I've been thinking about like, do I buy a whole surround sound system for my house? To play.
If you got headphones.
Right. So, or do I just say, screw it, I'll just pop the headphones in. And even if I buy a second set of headphones for when people come over to play, even if we're just playing sports or whatever, like, there you go.
You put up the good set of headphones?
Look,
yeah, why not? You don't get these. Oh, it's still cheaper than buying a fucking whole set of surround sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I'm not on my PlayStation, I hide my scuff because I don't want none of my kids to use it.
You're a savage.
Look, you know what's so bad about it? I saw I was 2 seconds away from getting the scuff, and then they fucking came out with that little fucking adapter that had that added the extra buttons to the back.
Dog, I dropped $200 on that controller, bro.
Not doing that.
Nah, I'll just use the regular controller.
Yeah.
So speaking on controllers, what do we think
love
about
with the controller design?
Yeah,
I'm in love with it.
It seems kind of not cumbersome, but it's a larger controller than the PS4. Like in
Slightly.
size,
Slightly.
like.
But it's not that much bigger. It's not an Xbox size controller.
No, not at all. Plus, we don't have to worry about batteries because we can charge our controllers.
Yeah.
So, my thing is like, I want to know how much the feedback is really going to affect the game.
That you talk about like that adaptive trigger pull.
Correct. Like
all of that.
Because I'm thinking of games like FIFA and NHL in which you can like finesse a pass or finesse a shot.
It might be
and how much is the right? And in Gran Turismo, in Gran Turismo, are we gonna have the ability to like pivot your controller? Like, because everybody who's ever played a racing game, damn well knows they be leaning hard as hell.
It's gonna help me turn. No, it's not.
It just got announced, bro. You want all the details now? Gotta relax.
Man, listen, but this is the whole point. Let's drum up the conversation now, so at least we have an idea for the next episode.
Demon Souls. Demon Souls. That was the second game I wanted to ask about.
Oh.
Now.
Full circle.
Hey, it came back. Look.
It came back. All right, so Demon Souls. I didn't see the studio was PlayStation Studios. It wasn't FromSoft, so it's not in the Dark Souls series.
All right.
No, it is going to be.
It's definitely a Dark Souls. I feel like it's Bloodborne plus Dark Souls.
No, but the studio that made both of those games didn't make this game, so I don't think it's in their series. I think Demon Soul is just a new IP.
We're gonna see.
FromSoft made Dark Souls, they made Sekiro, they made Bloodborne, all those games.
Dog, I still haven't gotten past the beginning of Bloodborne, dog.
Yeah, but that was the other one that and I'm still curious about it because that's a weird name for a game. Somebody's already got the soul thing unlocked.
Yeah.
Oh, let me jump back like real quick. Odd fucking world.
Yo,
let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
That when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, it's the dude popped up on the screen and it was like the company he worked for was Oddworld, like
I was like, nah, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way we're getting another Oddworld.
I don't know, man. Like you had said in the chat that like it was a genre defining game. Like
the old ones, yeah.
Yes.
I agree. I agree 100%.
Yes, I still remember I played Abe's Exodus to no end.
I think we all did. I mean, at least I know I did.
Yeah, Abe's Exodus was that shit.
Yeah, man.
So I think that was, if I'm going to revert back to sleeper, that was my sleeper because I was not expecting.
I definitely wasn't expecting an
Oddworld ever
I wasn't
again.
Expecting an Oddworld either.
Did you hear how that nigga described it though? He was just like a picture that would last the rest of your life. Like he said some smooth shit.
He did.
Actions that reverberate. I was just like, okay, I'll check it out.
Cool, I'm definitely gonna play that. You don't have to talk. You can just play it, and I will play this game. Like I'm going to spend my money on this game, whether you said anything about it. Like I saw 3 fingers pop up, and I'm like, oh, cool, it's Oddworld. Like I'm in on this. So So any negative aspects of the release that you guys saw? Because we can't always talk about the
I was disappointed about not seeing God of War because I was hoping for that to be a launch title. We touched on that.
Yep.
Outside of that, I think, they've been super hush-hush these last couple of months, man. Xbox been having leaks and been dropping information. We know about the Xbox shit, but we didn't know anything. And like now, I feel like, they just dumped a whole bunch of information on our lap, and I'm happy about that. I don't have any complaints. I don't want to be like a naggy bitch, be like, oh, I could have did this. But no, I mean, I'm happy with what I got,
Yeah, me too.
Fact.
Honestly, other than I've been itching for that next God of War, especially with the way that, for one,
They didn't finish the last one.
Worlds,
Yeah, I feel you.
there's too many worlds that were left untouched.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The fact that we didn't get to go to Asgard, and then that fucking showdown with Thor. Like, I wanted God of War out the gate on PlayStation 5. But, I'm pretty sure it'll be next summer, probably, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's too far off. I just think it's not ready for release. So why tease it and put everybody out?
And why put
6, 8, 10 months or more, depending on pushback.
But why put it up against Horizon Zero Dawn and Spider-Man?
That should be a year after release. Like if Horizon Zero Dawn and Spider-Man are dropping, let's say release day, whether it's
as
like
a matter of fact, that's what they did the last time too. Because I remember, if I'm not mistaken, we had Spider-Man first, then Horizon Zero Dawn, and then God of War, in that order.
I don't remember the release.
Didn't God of War come out before Spider-Man?
Horizon Zero Dawn was definitely the first one. Okay. I thought it was Horizon and then Spider-Man and then God of War.
I feel like I remember God of War being the last.
Dog, Spider-Man came out like a little over a year ago. Like Spider-Man still.
All right, so then it went HZD, God of War, Spider-Man. So maybe they're reversing it. Maybe it's gonna go Spider-Man, HZD, then God of War a year later.
I just remember they all had their own distinct windows.
Right. They didn't want to pit them against each other, and I don't think that we're gonna get both Spider-Man and Horizon Zero Dawn.
We getting Spider-Man out the gate. I feel like we're getting Spider-Man out the gate. They might give us what's that shit called? Godfall?
It would be poetic for them to, because Horizon Zero Dawn was a launch title for PS4, so it would be poetic for them to make it a launch title for PS5.
It would be.
I think so too.
But we have to look at, let's be for real. Getting Spider-Man out the gate in today's social climate just makes the most sense.
What?
With Miles Morales being a lead,
I mean, I can see that.
He ain't gonna never be no lead or nothing. As long that's Peter Parker's world, bro. He probably gonna be like a side character or something.
Peter Parker gonna be the side character in this one. I'm telling you.
I agree with that. I think it's gonna be Miles Morales centric. But
there's definitely gonna be some Peter in here. But I think
either way, I'm here for it. So.
Yep, I've been wanting a Miles Morales-led Spider-Man game for a very long time, and and that shit is going to coincide with Into the Spider-Verse too. Well, I mean, not storyline wise, but
correct. Well, at least have them within the next, in the next 12 to 14 months from release. We'll have that and Into the Spider-Verse too. So all in all, it's like I feel like I'm, was it 94? I'm 9 years old again. Here I am sitting here in my 30s, and you're sitting there going, I'm still just as excited as I was when PS1 dropped. I don't care. I'm gonna say it how I say it. Like, I played the demo disc because I didn't have any money. I didn't have
no
money
idea how bad I wish demo discs were still a thing.
Facts.
No, we was in the group chat, chatting like little girls, man. We was.
I was so mad, because I couldn't chat and watch the trailer. So I'm like, fuck. I came back and 300 fucking messages. Samsung,
split screen, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, but dog, I needed fuck a split screen, dog. I needed the full screen. I was at work, like.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched the reveal.
I turned the fucking comments on YouTube off. I said, "Look, man, y'all shut the fuck up."
I watched it on my laptop and the phone in my hand, so we kind of just me and Star was kind of.
I would love for it to have been that, but it wasn't. But yeah, so what are y'all final thoughts on PS5 review?
I'm excited, man. Thumbs up on the presentation. Thumbs up.
I'll give
because I haven't thought about that. These are just the exclusives, man. There's gonna be more. You know what I'm saying? There's more.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk. They didn't even talk about the cross party shit. Like, you know. But yeah. I'm at this point. Take my money. Here.
Yeah.
Here.
How much do I sign that blank check for? Like,
by all means, here, Sony. Y'all got it. Here. You need my whole paycheck in December? Okay. All right.
So we all taking off release day because I am.
That's
I might take the week off.
Look,
damn.
I got time on the books. I'm gonna take
Me
it
too.
off. You ain't gonna pay me for it.
Hey, it's holiday 2020, right? So
we gonna be
off anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, but so that's the only negatives I have. What the system is offering, and I know shit's all gonna come out soon. It's just I was hoping for a little bit more specifics of the system, not just the demo of what it can do and what games are gonna come out. You know, we at the end we got two different systems, one with the disk drive, one without. We don't know what the memory capability is going to be, and we don't know price point yet. Also, when the fuck can I reserve it?
Facts.
Like that's
I want to start paying on it now, so it's not a
right. Exactly. If I can put $100 a month from now until November, like it don't cost me that much. When
I don't want it to hit me all in the head now.
Right.
Listen. So they've already confirmed. Xbox has already confirmed they priced it at $499, right?
PS5 $500, same shit.
So okay, yeah, but I'm saying like with Xbox, they've already said their price point, right? And they've already confirmed. You know, they've already compared specs. The Xbox is the more powerful machine already. They've already confirmed it. Like it's already common knowledge at this point. So if Xbox with their superior hardware is at $499, they'll be stupid to make it any more expensive than that.
My problem with here's my problem with all of that shit. For one, all of this PlayStation gets it when it comes to making a gaming system. Xbox doesn't. They try and do all of this extra hardware, all that shit doesn't mean shit if your games are trash.
Right. It's like I don't care that the PlayStation is not as powerful as the Xbox, whatever it is.
Series X.
Series X. I don't care. If I wanted something that was super, super powerful, I'd build the PC.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm buying a gaming console.
To play games.
I'm playing a game. And no matter what happens with Xbox and no matter what happens with PlayStation for this generation coming, unless Sony gives up all the rights to their exclusives to Xbox, which they're not going to, then the console war is over. It's done. Like it was good when it was PS2 and 360 or PS3 and 360. Like that was it.
That was fun. PS2 was in a league of its own, but
still the highest selling console of all time.
Listen.
I still have my PS2.
Every generation they bounce back and forth, man.
Well, when Xbox does an event,
PS2, Xbox 360, PS4.
Well, here's the deal: when Series X does a nice little reveal event and they show off some bomb ass exclusives, holla at me. Until then,
you know they got a Halo, you know they got a Gears of War.
Yeah, but that's
staples.
it. It's the same fucking game.
Halo and Gears of War, nigga. Like, dog, they.
And what, Fable? Maybe Fable?
Look,
honestly, hey man, all the games we're talking about are sequels. All the games y'all excited about on PlayStation are sequels. Y'all can't be mad if Xbox do it too.
It's not so much that we were excited about them being sequels. because for real, they were exclusives on the 4 when Xbox had next to none. Like,
right.
And shit, Project Athea is a new one.
PS5 exclusive.
PS5 exclusive, Project Athea, and it's Square Enix. So I take my money.
I'm in right there.
I'm already in.
Yeah, and supposedly
that shit's probably
Kojima's
gonna look
doing
like
one.
Nier Automata plus Babylon's Fall plus some Kingdom Hearts shit. Like y'all got it. Take my money.
I'm gonna have both regardless. So
you can have that shit. That Xbox at my crib would be a glorified dust collector and Netflix player.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's like honestly, if they would have did Scalebound, then we could talk about something because I had hope for that game.
Scalebound.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Xbox's answer to Horizon Zero Dawn, but
oh man, how did that go? I didn't even hear about it.
It got canceled. Like they had this big ass spread in Game Informer about it, the whole shebang bang, and
shebang bang.
It just got canceled. Like look it up. Scalebound was supposed to be that shit.
I'll have to peep that because, I mean, like I said, I don't play video games for what I do. I play it for mostly single player games. You know, there's very few games that I like. I will actively search out to play with all my friends. Mm-hmm. Like there's games that we all play, like the Ghost Recon shit and stuff like that.
Jim.
Because look at this guy.
I still have. I had them too.
Hey, look
out
both of them. For them though.
Nice.
$4 and $6.
$10. The Darkness was a fun ass game, dog. Both of them.
I've never owned an Xbox in my life.
I've had the 360. That's Modern Warfare 2 days, bruh.
All right, let's wrap this shit up.
All right.
So thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh, yo, dog, we look hella thumbs up, man. We saving that.
Let's go.
Look, we don't even have to add save or delete, dog. It's an automatic save, bruh.
Facts.
But like I said, man, this has been the memory card. I'm your boy Genesis, aka Genesama. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
All right, guys. Later, everybody.